What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at our Dutchess yard, and if you saw towards the end of yesterday's video, then you kind of know what I'm about to go over. Obviously, behind me here we have our Silverado 6500. This truck is the one that we had central hydraulics put on, and I mentioned it in the past a few times about how there are a few leaks on this truck. You may notice both doors are open right now. There's a reason behind that. I am letting the truck air out. But today I was supposed to take this truck up to Zwack to drop it off to them to have them repair the hydraulic leaks on it. Rodrigo drove it up early this morning and parked it here. I was down here earlier with my father going over things. I had my truck parked right there exactly where it is. My father was hopping in this truck. He started it up, and then before we even pulled the truck out of here, the two side window airbags deployed on him with him in the truck. Both the driver's side and the passenger side deployed out of nowhere. We did not move the truck at all. We literally just started it, and I wasn't even standing by it. I heard it go off. You can see both sides completely inflated. Well, actually, they're deflated now, but they were inflated. I was actually over here by my truck. I'll walk you through what I was doing. So I was in the bed of my truck here, reaching over to grab a strap, because up at Zwack, they have our other truck with one of our wing plows, and I wanted a strap with me just in case there was no straps on that truck to strap down the plow in the bed of it. But I was in here like this, grabbing a strap, and all of a sudden I hear a big boom, and it's so weird. It sounded like when a plow comes down and hits on the blacktop, like a bang like that. And I was like, what the hell? There's no plows on this truck. What just happened? And I come running over here, and sure enough, the airbags are deployed. There's white powder, like smoke, coming out of the truck. My dad was still sitting in it, and I didn't know if he got hit or what happened. I had no clue. I had come running over. I'm like, dude, get out of the truck. It's like full of smoke. Like, what the hell? And he gets out, and I'm like, what happened? He's like, I have no clue. It happened so fast. Before I could even know what happened, it happened. All I did was reach back here and grab this, and he showed me, and Rodrigo had our plate right there sitting up on the dash. So my father grabbed it. You could still smell all of the stuff from the deployment of these airbags, but the whole headliner is ripped, everything. So this thing is pretty beat up. Apparently the seatbelts are locked now. Yeah, seatbelts completely locked. Can't move them at all. So big issue here. But basically what happened, you can see this module right here. I'm not going to touch it now. Obviously, I don't want to touch it, but that is the airbag module, and it is obviously just floating around there. So my father got in, and he grabbed the license plate off of the dash. That way, when I was driving it, it wasn't bouncing around, scratching the dash at all. He put it back here, and then he noticed it, and all he did was grab it, and as soon as he grabbed it, the airbags deployed. You may notice while I'm grabbing it like this, I'm leaning away from the door. So luckily, when these deployed, this one did not hit him at all. That would have been absolutely terrible, but we were sitting right here. We didn't even move. The truck was on for about 10 or 15 seconds before that all happened. He started it, reached up, grabbed the license plate, and put it behind the seat, and notice that module just floating there. And apparently that module has a gyroscope in it, and what happened is when he grabbed it, he must have put it at a certain degree that triggers those airbags, making the truck think that it was rolling over or on its side or in an accident, and both window airbags deployed on him. So obviously a bit of an issue. That module was originally bolted to the ground like how it came factory. We did not really do any work on this truck at all, especially in the cab. So that module was not touched by us. The only people that touched it were the guys up at Zwack, and when they gave it back to us, we had no clue that that module was not bolted back down. There is limited space here now with all of the hydraulics here, with this pedestal here that they made and all this. That module must have been bolted somewhere right here. We don't know exactly where it was, but they unbolted it, and I guess there was no good place to bolt it back in, so they left it floating around, not knowing that there was a gyroscope in it. And obviously we figured it out the hard way. So pretty big issue on our hands here, and this truck is not going back up to Zwack today. And they also have our other Chevy up there, the one that is a dump truck. So obviously they got to go through that truck, make sure that that module in that one is bolted back down so we don't run into the same issue. But we did speak to them. Apparently older modules on older trucks did not have gyroscopes on them, and it was strictly from an impact, which is what would trigger the airbags to go off. These new modules have a gyroscope, so as soon as it flips to a certain degree, I forget what degree, we spoke to guys at Chevrolet and they explained it to us. As soon as it gets to a certain degree, it triggers those airbags, and sure enough, they went off. But that only leads to more issues for us. So obviously we need 2 new airbags. I don't know if the module is a one-time use, but also the headliner is completely ripped out. So it's going to need a new headliner, new airbags, possibly a new module. I'm not exactly sure, but the guys at Zwack took full responsibility for it. They obviously owned up to it, and they are going to get us the parts and make the repairs for us. So that is good. But now this truck is going to have an airbag deployment on it, and obviously it was not in an accident or anything, and it was just a stupid little mistake, and we're all learning the hard way today. That is very unfortunate, but it's just kind of something that goes with building trucks to this extent. Once you throw all those hydraulics in the center there, you really limit your space, and it is tough alone just to get the hydraulics up into this truck with the limited amount of space that you have to begin with. So it is very unfortunate. Apparently older modules did not have a gyroscope in them, so they had no clue that this module had it, and of course we figured it out the hard way. But the reason this truck was going back to Zwack, I've mentioned it before in the past, we have a few hydraulic leaks. Most of them we took care of ourselves. They were just a matter of tightening some fittings, adding Teflon tape and whatnot. But there is a drip coming out of the back of the valve right here on that one piece. So that is not something that we can take care of. We have to bring it back to them. But now we need to wait. We need to wait to make sure that the other truck has the module bolted back down before we take it. So hopefully by Monday, today's Friday, by Monday, they'll have that one done, and then I can drive this truck there. I don't know if I can. The seatbelts are locked, so obviously I'll be driving with no seatbelts, which that's not good. And the 2 airbags are already deployed. So I don't know what we're going to do with this. If I'm going to drive it up there or if we're going to have it towed and dropped off, I really have no idea. But crazy morning today, and very unfortunate. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.